Hey guys, this is a video I've been wanting to do for a while and pretty much finally doing it now. I know Windshine Fan has also been talking about doing a video like this, and if he does, I will definitely react to it. Hold on. Sorry, got interrupted for a second. What was I saying? Oh, right. Just if Windshine Fan uploads a video like this, then I will definitely react to it, but what I'm doing in this video is just talking about some of my paranormal experiences that I've had. Just talking about a few of those. So, hear a bat somewhere. Not sure where it is though. But, yeah, as I was saying. Let me think. I want to start off with one more recent. Okay. This was something that happened early in the morning, I think, in I know it was more recent. It was after we moved into our current house. I'd want to say it was in 2023 this happened. Both of my parents got up early in the morning, and I was asleep when this happened. And just out of nowhere, they both just hear sudden knocking. And like I said, I was asleep, so I wasn't doing anything. No one was at the door. And we have a pair of red-bellied woodpeckers that are here that we have in our area, and they'll sometimes, hold on. I swear these videos can be a pain in the ass for me to try and make sometimes. Someone's always got to interrupt or something like that. Maybe if I just hang out over here, I'll be left alone. So as I was saying, we have red-bellied woodpeckers that usually will just knock, just peck at the house, because the thing about woodpeckers is that people usually think that they just do it to look for food, but they don't just do that. They also drill holes in trees to make nests. But another reason they do it is that they actually do it for communication. So they'll do it on other stuff like people's houses. So, but the thing is that they didn't think it was one of the woodpeckers, because to them it didn't sound like either of them. And it didn't sound like any other woodpecker that we normally have out here either. It didn't sound like a flicker or a pileated woodpecker, a downy, or a hairy woodpecker. It didn't sound like any of those. So, yeah, just no clue as to what it was. And it was just weird. Another one that was in 2023, it was just, I was in the same room where I have both of my passport chimes hanging, and it's also where that computer is that I use the screen recorder on. And I just had some music on. I think I was listening to the Beatles or something, but that's why am I putting in that detail? That's not important. But anyways, I was just doing my own thing. I think I was doing some schoolwork or something. And out of nowhere, just this loud bang just comes comes up suddenly, scares me half to death. It sounds like a balloon popped right in front of me or something, and then it leaves this, whatever it was, just leaves this weird smell. It almost smelled like peanuts or something, and it was just so bizarre. And the source of it was never found. And the crazy thing is that neither of the animals reacted to it. I mean, okay. Well, Nikki not reacting to it makes sense because she's usually downstairs, and by then her hearing was already getting pretty bad because of her age, because she's up there in age now. But usually something like that would freak Checkers out, and nothing, just no reaction from him. So I thought that also made it kind of weird, the fact that he didn't react. Oh yeah. Another one that happened in 2023. All three of these incidents happened oh my god, what are the words I'm looking for? Not far apart from each other. And there actually are two spirits that are rumored to be in the neighborhood. One, there's apparently a spirit of an one is the spirit of an old man, and the other is the spirit of a little girl. So it's possible that one of them was doing it, who knows. But anyways, I really hope I don't run out of storage while doing this. This is probably going to be another long video, and I'm really worried about my storage. Well, I'll go for as long as I can. That is so weird, just from what I'm seeing on my phone. Just the angle I'm at. You can just barely see the 36-inch Corinthian bells in it. It's kind of cool looking, but also kind of weird at the same time. What is crawling on me? Just a fly, I guess? I don't know. But anyways, oh geez, it's so dark that you can barely see the two chimes over here, just the Elvis chime and then the random X-Heart chime that's next to it. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to the point. So my dad had this pair of shoes, and they had Velcros on them. You would undo the Velcros to take them off, and that's what he would do whenever he took them off. He would oh my god, I cannot get my thoughts straight. Why does this always happen? Oh, I just saw a firefly. I don't think he saw it, but there was one that just passed right by. Yeah, they showed up early this year, so I feel like a lot of things have shown up earlier than usual, because I feel like we also had tree swallows and purple martins show up, so I think they're also here early. And I think we also had a wood thrush at our feeder, so that's another one that's here early. So that's cool. Okay, anyways, as I was saying, my dad would always do the unvelcros when he took the shoes off, but then every morning when he went over to them to put them on, they would be closed. He always opened them whenever he took them off, but then he would go over to them to find them closed. So that was definitely bizarre, like something was messing with them. So yeah, that's definitely an odd one. So Okay, here's one that I think is really, really weird. This is one that happened when I was little. So it was at my old house. At my old house, I had just a lot more wind chimes, a lot more of my wind chimes hung in my room because, I had a lot more at the time. That was during the time when I was already into Woodstock, but still had a lot of the cheap chimes. And there just used to be tons of them all over my room. And I had this little fan that I would always turn on, and I would just let it, just let it move and just ring some of the chimes. Well, there was one time where I heard a chime ring, just, because I would listen to my chimes ring with the fan, but I heard one ring that just didn't sound familiar. It just didn't sound like a chime I had. And I just kept hearing it, and I was just like, what am I hearing? It doesn't sound familiar. So I rang all the chimes I had there to see if any of them just had those mysterious notes. And none of the chimes I rang matched what I was hearing. I only heard it when I had that fan on. I never found. I never found. Hold on. All right. Sorry, I'm back. I can hear the upland chorus frogs right now, and I don't think you can hear them. Saw 2 fireflies just now. I don't think I can get it on video though, unfortunately. Oh, I got that on video. Did you see that? I didn't think I was gonna get it, but I got it. Yep, there it is. There it is again. I didn't think I was gonna get that, but okay. I did. Nice. Okay. Where was I? Oh, right. Well, I know I was talking about that weird story of the chime, but I think I pretty well moved past that one. What was another one? Oh, that's right. I once saw a shadow person. Yep, I actually saw one of those. Now, people, I think, tend to think that they're ghosts, but I'm not so convinced that they're ghosts. To me, they seem to be a completely different entity. So I don't believe that. I do believe in ghosts. Well, not the ones in the movies, obviously. Like Windchime Lover, Mr. Christmas Lover said, he doesn't believe in the ones in the movies, which I'm the same way. But in general, I do. But I'm just saying I don't believe shadow people are ghosts. But anyways, this was when I was really little. And I can just see just movement, just pacing around back and forth in front of my bed because it was just late at night. It was completely dark. And I was just lying in bed. And whatever this entity is just keeps pacing back and forth. And then it kind of stops for a brief second, and I can just hear a faint whisper. It was so creepy, and I just remember not wanting to get out of bed because I was disturbed by it. But then it was gone. But then I think I don't know how many years later, I was still little. Whatever it was, whether it was the same one or not, but it came back. A few years later, it came back because I just wake up to what sounds like just a loud, just this weird screeching noise, and it sounded like it was just the same entity that I saw before. It sounded like the same thing, and at first I didn't see anything, so I'm just questioning, is there really something there? And then just from the corner of my eye, I can see something peeking from behind the bed. And again, I did not want to get out of bed. It was just disturbing. Yeah. I'm trying to think. What was another one? Oh, another one this is another one from when I was really little. And I was just looking, I don't know what caught my attention, but I just suddenly look outside my window. I'm just, I don't remember what I was doing. I think I was coloring or something. And I'm just sitting there on the floor and I look up at my window and I just see something. I just see this creature, just this weird entity staring right at me. It didn't look like a ghostly thing or anything, but just whatever it was, it just I can't even describe its appearance, especially since I don't fully remember what it looked like. But I just remember, me being a little kid, I just remember screaming and just running out the door. I just remember being full on terrified when I saw it, whatever it was. I just freaked out and ran off. Just, yeah, hell no. So, fireflies again. And then this is another one that is, I would say, very disturbing. So I got up one morning and I see something I I suddenly noticed movement from the corner of my eye, and I look, and these two eyes appear on my curtain, just in this, just these weird shadow eyes. Yeah, they were just shadows of they look like shadows of human eyes, and they were detailed too, and they were even moving. I just remember them blinking and just staring at me. Hold on. I swear I'm getting interrupted constantly right now. It's hard for me to make this damn video in peace. Oh. Plane flying by. As I was saying, yeah, I remember just these two eyes staring at me. And it was so creepy. And again, I was little at the time, so of course I freaked out. And then after about a minute or two of that, they just suddenly disappeared. And I never saw them again. It was just, yeah, I don't know. It was just bizarre. I can't explain it. But yeah, though I think there are more, but that's all I can remember from the top of my head. Hold on, I want to see if I can get a firefly video again. There's at least 3 or 4 out right now. Can I get it? Wait, did I get one? I didn't see. Oh, there we go. Got one. I saw that. All right, well, if I remember any more, then I might make a part 2 to this. But, oh wait, I did remember one more. So remember how I said that I used to have a bunch of my wind chimes hung at my old house. I had a bunch of wind chimes hung from the ceiling, and I had a fan that I would use to just have them ring on their own. Well, because of the angle I had my fan at, some of the chimes would ring more than others, and one that was there at the time that didn't really ring very much was my Chimes of Provence right here. So this one didn't really ring much when I had the fan on, but there was one time where it just suddenly just started going crazy. Not even like the fan hit it really hard, more like someone came and hit it, because it just went like, okay, maybe that's a little bit exaggerated, but you get the idea. It just was kind of like that, like someone came and hit it. So yeah, I think that's all I can remember for right now. So thanks for watching. Bye.